Good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Tuesday, April the 1st. Hope you're doing well on this first day of April. Well, I will promise you this, there will be no April Fool's jokes in this video today. I have a sense of humor. Some might think it's a little crazy, but I do have a good sense of humor, I think. But April Fool's jokes were never one of them. And honestly, and we'll launch into it from here, there's enough foolishness going on in the world already. We don't need any more. Yes, friends, today I'm going to give you some thoughts on where we kind of are as a world. And I'm not trying to be negative. I feel I'm a positive person. I just have a realistic view of things that go on. In the past 2 weeks, I've had people who swore they would call me back within a day, and a week and a half went by. I have had people who I left messages for who just didn't get back to me. I've had doctors for my mother say they were going to get me results of blood work. I had to pursue it back after 4 days had gone by. We see our test scores continue to go down as a country for our youth. And I think my least or most favorite, if whatever you want to call it, is we've now not only embraced mediocrity, we celebrate mediocrity, where years ago mediocrity was just tolerated. Well, what does all this mean? All this means that we could either let this get to us or we could come up with ways to rise above it, to look at ourselves and say, I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to have a fruitful, positive, purpose-filled life. That's where I hope to help with an acronym called MAE, M-A-E. Now, yes, today's April 1st, but May 1st is coming around the corner. May is a word that means hope, growth, positivity, and I think it's exactly what we need. Of course, my May is spelled with an E, not a Y, and it is an acronym. So let's look at it for how it can help us rise above these things in our life. The first M is for mindfulness. Buzzword, right? We've heard it so much lately. We hear it all over. Yes, we need to be mindful, but it is so true, my friends. We need to do a little bit better each day controlling our thoughts. I have found that my thoughts are like a roller coaster. They go up, sometimes they come down, depending on something like I said in the intro. They may go way down, then I may have to push them way up. This is not healthy, nor does it help us fend off some of these things that go on around us. Instead, we want to go from a roller coaster to a nice, steady, slow, but move ahead train where we are watching our thoughts, we're reining them in, we're cutting down on the hills of the roller coaster and making them smooth and going forward. An example, we might go out for coffee, and on that trip, someone might cut us off. And we have a choice. We could either take that deep, steep, downward roller coaster type motion, or we could say, I'm going to let this go immediately. I'm going to transfer my thoughts to something positive and move forward. Oh, I know this isn't easy. I understand it, but it pays off. I've been working on it very diligently. I am not at the point where that train is smooth yet. I still have my roller coaster moments, but I will tell you, it really does help. Find something to rein your thoughts back in. For me, it's a couple of special dogs, it's a couple of special grandchildren, whatever the case may be. Mindfulness, work on it. A, as you may have guessed, is for animals. We share this planet with animals. We might think that they are there to serve us. That is truly not a good way to look at it. They are not here to serve us. They are here to live alongside of us. And as I've pointed out in many different videos, they have so much to teach us. Just think of Spartacus the other day, that dog. in all of his challenges, he wagged his tail. He was thankful. He reached out with love and compassion to those who were helping him. And he brought so many people together. One way to work on this, and I've been reading a lot about this, short nature walks, where you just can listen to birds, watch squirrels, watch a rabbit jump by, whatever it might be. It certainly helps the mindfulness place, and it certainly helps put us in a place where we realize that these animals are here to live amongst us, live with us, teach us, and help us to fend off some of these craziness that goes on. After all, an animal isn't the one that didn't call you back. An animal isn't the one that told you that they would and they didn't follow through on something. They're not. They're just here in a simple but powerful life. That's all they own. And they're here to help us if we let them. And E is for energy. Instead of using QI for chi, I used energy. And you may know that thankful to my Sifu and my Kung Fu training, I went through a chi course, energy course. And I will tell you, years and years and years I tried to meditate with no success. With this chi course, I actually am able to meditate, and the payoffs are so positive, especially in fending off some of these things I spoke about. It also is true that we can choose where to spend our energy. We choose it. We decide. It's totally up to us. But making sure that we have a good balance in our body of our energy is something that is very profound and very helpful. I can help you here in this area as well as the others. And I'm really considering that I need to think about bringing this May concept a lot further than just this video. There's so much to peel back. There's so much to learn. There's so much to be inspired by. And before you know it, we can all be in a place where these little annoyances that I mentioned in the beginning are just that, little annoyances that really don't mean very much to us, and they certainly don't affect our lives. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. I'd like you to really try implementing May into your day-to-day, and I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts. But as I always say, I appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a wonderful Tuesday. Yes, again, I have a few crazy days ahead, but I am looking forward to being back here on Friday with a scripture reflection. Take care, everyone.